Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Let's get right into it. So, first off, let me start by saying this. I want to give Soulja Boy his flowers. He's still alive and he has contributed to a lot of hip hop and entertainment, especially when it comes to streaming. Now, if you're watching this, depending how old you are, you may not remember the days of Napster. Now, I remember when Soulja Boy, that's how he became popular by putting his music listed as other things so people would download it and listen to it. And eventually he got discovered that way. A very genius way to get his music out there, and one of the first music artists to do that, to get paid eventually, or using streaming to help him get paid and make a lot of money. And he used that to make his deals and own a lot of his brands, and put his own people on. So that is something that I will always say Soulja Boy is a very innovative of, and he deserves his flowers of. Because thanks to Soulja Boy, he has made a lot of people rich and a lot of people a lot of money. And here's the thing where I gotta get into Soulja Boy a little bit. He's too damn insecure. And the reason I say that, Soulja Boy is letting somebody I never even heard of before, William The Baddest, ruin his reputation. And what I mean by that, I remember watching Tasha K, and yes, I do watch Tasha K. I think she's very entertaining, and in herself, she has very innovative and has put a lot of people on how to make money online. You can always learn something by people I watch them, not necessarily going and getting lessons from them directly. So she has taught a lot of people how to get money, and a lot of people have copied her style. That's not as good. So when you have Tasha K, she brings on people for interviews. Some people call it messy. A lot of truths come out. She deserves all her credit in the world for the R. Kelly stuff that happened and helping bring him down. But this William The Baddest interview, I didn't think nothing of it. Yes, I do remember that whole entire conversation in the interview, and how he was talking about Soulja, and how he was down low, and how he asked him to get down and all this other kind of stuff, right? Did I believe that? Not one single bit. In fact, I would have forgot all about that if Soulja didn't respond. The fact that when William initially had that interview and he blew up the way he did, made it seem like that there was some credence to what he was said and that he was telling the truth. There's an old saying is you can't let your reaction be larger than the problem itself. And Soulja Boy's reaction was a whole lot worse than the actual problem. People make up rumors about celebrities all the time. And the main reason I didn't believe one single thing he said is because of Jenna Shea. Now, if you don't know who Jenna Shea is, you might be younger, but in the early 2000s, she was the curvy blonde white girl that seemed to hook up with a lot of black men, NBA players, rappers, and everything else. But Jenna Shea, for the longest time, was very stuck on Soulja Boy. She was very fond of him, and whenever they actually broke up and split up, she was trying to get him back for the longest time. I couldn't find any clips from back then because I was back in 2013, 2009 area, somewhere in that time frame they were together. But I did find this one clip that was more recent. Let me see, I get that pulled up right quick.
I've been in public with a man since Soulja Boy, so that was a big step for me. But I am single, guys. I am ready to mingle.
You dated Soulja Boy?
I love Soulja Boy. I would. He's such a I mean, he helped me with my career.
I didn't know that.
Everything, yes.
I didn't know that.
I mean, he would hold up my magazines every time I was on the cover. I mean, he put my name in. He was the first rapper to put my name in a song, and then I heard it. He didn't even tell me about it. And I just heard it, and I felt so fucking special.
Here we go.
I love him.
So you guys
really
are still good to this
day. Oh,
day?
forever.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, and people always talk shit, but he's never going to be broke. I mean, he owns all his shit. Like, he's in such a good person.
Smart
and he
business,
accepted
man.
me for who I was.
All right, let me get it play again since I had trouble getting start the correct way. Give me one moment.
I've been in public with a man since Soulja Boy, so that was a big step for me. But I am single, guys. I am ready to mingle.
You dated Soulja Boy?
I love Soulja Boy. I would. He's such a good time. I mean, he helped me with my career.
I didn't know that.
Everything, yes.
I didn't know that.
I mean, he would hold up my magazines every time I was on the cover. I mean, he put my name in. He was the first rapper to put my name in a song, and then I heard it. He didn't even tell me about it, and I just heard it, and I felt so fucking special. I love him.
So you
I
guys
really
are
do.
still good to this day?
Oh, forever.
That's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, and people always talk shit, but he's never gonna be broke. I mean, he owns all his shit.
Good
like
for him.
he's in such a good person.
Smart
and he
business,
accepted
man.
me for who I was.
All right, now clearly I don't know who Soulja Boy is personally, right? A lot of us don't. However, you mean to tell me the man who bagged Jenna Shea when she was at her peak, where everybody wanted her? I mean, everybody. I still remember when it came out on the news. I think it was on World Star, excuse me. How she, I want to say that how she hooked up with somebody and they paid her like $10,000, something like that. If I find the article, I'll put it in the re-upload. But because of this right here, and then him and Chris Brown beefing over Carucci and all this other kind of stuff, I had no reason in this world to think that Soulja Boy was down low, gay, whatever you want to call it. However, because he let his insecurity get over this weird guy, a guy that's known to be messy, a guy that seems to be very dramatic. Now, I'm not saying that his caricature of a person or a man or whatever he is truly who he is, and he may not be telling the truth. But I wouldn't have thought twice about it if Soulja Boy just sat down, be quiet, and just ignore it. Not every single thing deserves your attention. And let's be real here, nobody's going to pay attention to William The Baddest. He doesn't have that kind of platform. But Soulja Boy lowered himself and his standing when it came to responding back to him. And that's something I will never understand. Instead of suing William directly, you sue Tasha K. And, it's like ever since Tasha K lost that Cardi B lawsuit, she seems to be the easy target. Whenever people hear something they don't like, they're automatically talking about suing to Tasha K, I guess, to try to send some type of message. But that doesn't make any sense because, yes, she did lose to Cardi B. And truthfully, if I'm my personal opinion from what I've seen, I don't think she really should have lost it. But when it comes to excuse me, the Kevin Hart thing, she hasn't lost that one yet. So, Soulja, don't waste your money on Tasha. You should have went after William. He's the one that's out here telling everybody who will listen that he was your plaything for a night, or you was his plaything for a night, excuse me. But again, never would have thought twice about it if he didn't respond. I would have forgot all about the story. I actually did forget about the story until it came out that he's suing Tasha K. Excuse me. But, live and learn. Soulja in his 30s by now, but he's still acting like he's in his 20s. And at some point in time, you got to get control of your emotions and master yourself. Because if you don't, you start acting irrational, and now people are going to start thinking by your own actions and reactions that what this person that seems like a lone liar and attention seeker is telling some truths. All you had to do was just ignore it, Soulja. All you had to do was ignore it. And I get it. In the black community, a lot of the time, especially when you're in your 30s or 40s, you remember how being gay was seen as a sin and a crime, and you was ignored and exiled for your family and all this other kind of stuff. But we're not in that time anymore. Nobody cares if you're gay. And some random one-off person says that you're gay or you're down low, we wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have believed it, but it is what it is, though, right? Congratulations, Soulja. You kind of played yourself in this instance. You should have just ignored it, man. That would have been the best advice. Anyways, that's all I have for this one. I just wanted to go ahead and just give a brief talk about that because, we have so many things to worry about, so many things to fight about. But this isn't one of them. Now I'm thinking about it, I still remember when Soulja was trying to fight Aaron Carter. And I'm kind of curious, is this because Jenna Shea got with Aaron at one point in time, after Soulja, I want to say. But no matter who she's with, she still thinks very fondly of him, so all the antics cannot be 100% true. He's probably a really nice person behind the scenes. Anyways, you guys tell me what you think. Comment and subscribe. Thank you again.